Hey there, Bourbon Street Joe here, back yet again. I don't know why I keep saying yet again, but anyway, back again with another 24-hour Tuesday, or what is rapidly becoming Joe's never been in here before. Yeah, so Hungarian. This was not easy to get a hold of, let me tell you. The original one that I was planning on getting was sold, and thankfully the buyer had more and was able to list it. So here we are with that, which doesn't really show up very well because I know there's a bit of glare going on there, but that gets translated over here. And yeah, oh, that's interesting. So it's sealed and sealed. So okay, so that even if that is a peelable seal, she ain't gonna be peeling. So let's do this because I always forget this. This is a 24-hour ration, by the way. At 1,657 grams, or 1.657 kilograms, or 3 pounds, 10.5 ounces, give or take. So she's hefty, and I can already feel cans in here. So I will obviously have to translate this. I fail in English, and obviously my Hungarian is not going to be very good. Okay. Citrum tea Etalpor, 140 grams. I'm guessing this is lemon tea. Best before 7/12/2023. Guessing it makes 1.5 liters of water. Or, sorry, it makes 1.5 liters. Here's your nutritional information for 100 grams. Okie dokie. Those are the longest crackers I have ever seen in my existence. Huh. And considering there's cans in here, that's not in very bad shape, really. And it's the crackers that just keep on giving. Holy jeez. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Did I buy a ration full of crackers? I don't know. Oh, okay. No, guess not. It's the Muppets. Okay. Lions and fish and crabs and dragonflies and frogs. Hopefully that's not the contents of that, but best before 2024. Interesting. Potted meat, I'm guessing. Holy crap. Alright, well, there's a bag of that. $130 grams of that, which looks like a processed lunch meat. 75-gram pack of country-fried liver paste. And snack. So these are obviously the same manufacturer. Looks like commercial items. Which, I mean, I've seen that before as well. A second one. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Cracker ration. So, here's a little can of. Alrighty. Hazia's Izek. 400 grams. Need to bring the microwave into the field with you, clearly. Not entirely sure. Looks like couscous or some sort of grain. Of course, translation would help on that. And a translation would help with that, because clearly that's your list of contents. Another one of those. Big ass bag of some with grapes on it. Glucose tablets, maybe? I don't know, but that's all she wrote there. And your little handy Ziploc. Obviously a big old bag of raisins. 100 grams. Two packages of salt. 1.8 grams each. One, two, three, four, five, six. So 24 grams of sugar. Some Orbit Spearmint Gum. My favorite. And 5 candies, which are kiwi, melon, blackberry, grapefruit, and watermelon. Recyclable. And that is a 24-hour Hungarian ration. Bah. Okay. Dextrose. Cocker. Sugar is okay. So that obviously is sweetened. So that leaves us with the conundrum of what does the sugar go in? Anyway, let's do something with this, and yeah, be right back. Okay, we're back, and I know I much maligned this C5 issue pocket knife as being completely useless, because who the hell needs to open a can? Joe needs to open a can. That's who needs to open a can. So that does not have a pop top, so yay, we're having a C5. Go figure. So to get this out of the way while the main's bubbling away in the background here, this is just water in my favorite, of course, Japanese unsweetened iced tea jug that I happen to have kicking around because I need to make 1.5 liters of iced tea. course, this thing with that translation up here. This is probably going to pour badly. It's dusty and barely in frame, but got a bit of beverage powder left after that. And that's what she leaves at the bottom. So leave that to do whatever it's doing over there while we get along with the rest of this. So that, or this, is as follows. So you have a pork with tarragon, and then everything goes south, and it says in metal box with Velcro closure. So it's in a can with a pop top. I don't know what the hell Google did with that, but all right. One of those. This is Village Pate, 75 grams times 2. That's this sucker. We have Hungarian minced meat, which is this one, which oddly enough translates as, this translates as Hungarian robbery. I don't know where Google went with that one either. Yeah, I don't know. There's a pork pate, which is your 100 gram. I'm kind of curious as to, no, sorry. Pork pate is 75 gram. That's this one. You have your flatbreads, which are these guys, 30 gram times 6. Your 100 gram is, your tea powder is 140 gram. 100 gram, there's a dried fruit, which is your raisins. And then your Zolo cooker is your, and again, I have translations of everything up here. So this is just like it's a dextrose. These are dextrose tablets. And then you have your mini fruit candies. I believe that's your gum, your chewing gum. And then you have your salt, but you also have your individual sugars, which is here. Again, salt maybe to your pork with tarragon, but other than that, I like, if that's pre-sweetened, you're going to add another 30 grams of sugar into that. Like I don't know, maybe somebody has a sweet tooth. I don't know. But anyway, so there's all the dates, best before dates. So we're well in date on everything. There's obviously your kilojoules, your kilocalories, so your caloric value. So yeah, it was good to have this. At least I know what I'm getting into. We'll open one of our absolutely smashed packages. So like most, and I'll just put them in a bowl over here because everything else is coming out of a container. Like most European rations, it's very meat-centric and also very carb-centric. Right? So you're going to have a lot of your carbs coming from crackers, biscuits, your dextrose, your fruits, candies, gum, right? So nothing really new there. I think we'll try our Hungarian robbery first, because Who doesn't like a Hungarian robbery? Whatever that means, I have no idea why it translated that way, but yeah, a little stuck to the lid too. And it's greasy, and it kind of has the consistency of like a lunch meat. You know what? Maybe we'll just try it like that. I like a Spam. It's obviously quite coarse. It's got some other ingredients in it, not just mechanically separated. Whatever we're dealing with. Try our cracker dust. Those are in date, but they are stale. Not rancid, but they are stale. There's actually really decent texture to those. Crap. Okay, let's see how that transitions, because I just realized I did not have my external mic plugged into my phone. So I'm not sure what the audio is going to be like on that first portion. Anyway. Let's try our spill there. Other two. So obviously, even though they look identical, bit of grease, I guess. And our handkerchief to get that up. Yeah. One does have liver in it, and the other does not. If I remember the separate translations, which I'll throw in there somewhere. But, yeah, these things aren't worth... They're just fragile as all hell. This is very fine. Kind of spreadable. Kind of not. Excuse the burp. It's got a very mild taste to it. Nothing. That definitely does not. I don't believe that has the liver in it. I think this one does. Yep, that's liver. Not a super strong taste, but you can definitely differentiate it from the other one very easily. Okay, so that's the one with the lions and tigers and dragonflies on it, and then this, you can see that's just super smooth. One, two, three, probably, as far as taste. Oh, that seems to have yeah, I was kind of worried about that dissolving, but that seems to have dissolved fairly well. And that's It's either going in the fridge or going in my lunch, because waste not, want not. Got a sip. Of course, that is your only drink that's provided with this meal, so... That is straight up a Lipton iced tea powder without the lemon. Yeah, I could probably happily stretch that to 2 liters. But see, that always brings up like the smaller ones, like in the American rations and that, Canadian IMPs, or even the French, I believe the French rations, the Brits, the Germans, like it's all like 250 to 500. Like, what the hell do you put 1.5 liters in? Because you don't want to be, right? Like, I mean, like just like any other drinking bottle, like anything with a lid and a, like a, you know, Contigo, I think is the popular brand. You know, they have a little push button in the back and you can drink out of the spout and that kind of thing, and it keeps it from spilling. Like, you don't want to put sugary, drinky, powdery goop in there because it's going to gum up the mechanism. So same thing, you generally don't want to put that kind of stuff in your canteen, right? Because it's just going to attract bugs. It's going to make things sticky. So, I mean, it's good, but excuse me, I don't know if if you have an 8-man section or a squad or 10-man, like, you've got 15 liters of iced tea. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of... I don't know what to do with liquid. Yeah, so that's probably hot enough to scald the flesh from my skull. So let's try some raisins. Tasty. They're like those little sun-made raisins you just get in a box when you're a kid. Yeah, pretty much the same. Now this delicate friggin' operation here without killing myself. Oy. Yeah, because there was... let me tell you, there was as soon as I popped the top on this, there was a lot of grease that came out of that. And yike. Okay, well, nobody died. Nobody's on fire yet. And this is your pork with tarragon with your Velcro closure. I got nothing on that. I really do. And just try to get this out. Piss poor planning, Joe. That's what this amounts to. Is just piss poor planning. So there's just like a... Oh, okay. So there's like a layer of... I honestly don't even know what the heck that is. I will have to translate that. Toss it there. There's a layer of some grain on top. Definitely it's not rice. And I know holding a handkerchief in front of it isn't really a conducive visual make, but I'm trying to get that layer off there. Alright, well that's sure as hell interesting. Oh look, you can microwave it too, because everybody's got a microwave in the field. Wouldn't surprise me if the artillery did. It honestly would not. Their 5-ton trucks back in the day had like padded seats in the back and generators and all that sort of Gucci kit that us poor infantry types sure as hell did not have. Yeah, so that's exactly what that looks like. Right, so you just got to push through the layer of solidified. You know what? It's like pushing through a mud flat. If anybody's ever done that, like there's a nice crust of mud on top of a mud flat, and you're like, "Oh, this is kosher. I can just go on." And then you're up to your knees or waist, trying to backpedal and get the hell out of there. Chunko pork, really good, decent size. Obviously, a tomato or tomato paprika sauce, paprika. Could be like a red pepper. I don't know. I'm gonna go in for some of the grainage first and see what the hell this stuff is. What the? It's almost like an orzo or like a pasta. It could be pasta. Yeah, because that's sure as heck not. It's not rice. A chunk of pork. Of course, it's got its little bits hanging off it, so. Pretty tender. I mean, there's not a lot of it, but it's nice. It's saucy. It's not like a Chef Boyardee vibe. Like, it's not. Everybody knows that tinned acidic kind of metallic tomato sauce. It's not that at all. It's quite nice, actually. It's 400 grams. Oh, there's a bit of maybe black pepper in there. There's a bit of I would hesitate to use the word heat, but there's a bit of spice in there, some sort. Yeah, I think I'm going to fill the rest of this 2 liter up with water and just. Yeah, that's a little too sweet for me, but I'm. Again, I can't. I don't do sweet tea when I go down south. I prefer unsweetened tea, which obviously marks me as a blue belly, but yeah, I wouldn't add these into that. I'm not just a big texture guy like a lot of the other reviewers. I'll see, oh, you need crackers in there to give it a bite and give it some this texture is what it is. Yeah, so excuse me. It's a dextrose tablet. And trust me, when I popped the top on these, it looked like Tony Montana's office room in here, man. So let's take a bite of our little friend. Okay, never had those before. That's what I mean. Colombia's finest, man. Or Hungary's finest. This is 2023 date on it, so obviously you look at best before, but these things literally. I have my spoon handy here. And I'll be as delicate as I can. I'll probably flub this anyway, but I don't know if I can do it. Like, these things literally... Wait, hold on a sec. There. That's better. You should bite into it. Like, these literally... They're just a compressed dextrose powder. They literally just fall apart in your mouth. Which make that incredibly sweet. Pretty disgusting. So there is a bit of tang to that. Again, it's not a lemon flavor. It's probably just a citric or ascorbic acid or something, which I'm sure I had in the translation. We got salt. We don't need salt, really. It's fine the way it is. I mean, you could definitely add it if you like saltier things. Yeah, whatever that is, it has almost no texture to it whatsoever. It's just soft and tasty. So for a 24-hour, this is probably going to be the shortest one I've ever done, because you don't got much. So, like, yeah, whether you save because you've got two of those, and one of those. So whether you breakfast on maybe some raisins, I mean, the glucose you can keep in your pocket. Having said that, because it's so powdery, I don't know if that would be something I would want to snack on all day, because your fingers are going to get all sticky and gross. You got 2 cans and 2 of the tins of pate liver. So maybe that for breakfast, and then that maybe save another one for a snack or something. Obviously your dinner, dessert, you're not going to get much other than one of these little sweets, and your Orbit. Spearmint, not a huge fan of spearmint. We know this. I don't think I'm going to try one this time, but yeah. Hungarian 24-hour ration. Let's make less of a mess of this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and of course our usual disclaimers. We didn't use everything, so the weights aren't going to be exact. I did pluck the can out of the pan of water, and apparently if you just read English, it says pork stew with noodles. Yeah. Anyway, so this won't be an exact weight, obviously, because there's 5 packs of crackers we didn't crack into. No pun intended. 1 tin of our meat, 1 tin of our pate. So we're sitting at about 139 grams, maybe upwards of 150, giving the other extraneous packaging. Again, there's not a lot of it, because there's not that many items. Didn't use any of the sugars or the salts. So whether you're carrying that or dumped it or whatever, 4.9, say 5, maybe 5.5 ounces to really pushing it. But yeah, that's a Hungarian 24-hour ration. Pork with tarragon with Velcro closures. I still can't figure that one out. Anyway, yeah, another 24-hour Tuesday. I'm Bourbon Street Joe, and I'm out.